Just to be clear, you had treatments for orthopedic issues. Were they using umbilical cord stem cells as well?
Yes, same.
And just for our viewers, Michelle, this may be a kind of a relevant question. How much does a treatment like this typically cost?
It can range anywhere from $2,500 to the top of the line what Ali got, which was around $25,000. A $2,500 treatment, I would focus it on a specific area, like under eyes or your oral commissures, like in the corners of your mouth, like particular areas. But with something like what we did for Ali, we did the whole face. We were able to cover everything.
Can I ask where the umbilical stem cells come from?
The umbilical stem cells come from donated umbilical cords of full-term healthy deliveries, either C-section or vaginal delivery. There's no DNA transfer, and they're basically from the umbilical cord, and they're not from embryonic tissue or things like that, but they are from the Wharton's jelly in the umbilical cord, which are scientifically proven to be the richest form of stem cells. Mesenchymal stem cells are those stem cells that what's unique about them is that when they don't know what they want to be yet until the recipient receives them. So they can turn into and regenerate cells and repair cells that are damaged. They're like heat-seeking missiles. So they'll go to wherever the injury is, where the inflammation is, and they'll be attracted to that, and they want to heal the body.
Another option, and we do stem cells, we use nanofat. We use stromal vascular fraction, using your own tissue, separating it, getting it stem cells, sometimes mixing it with PRP. The advantage there being, you know that it's all your own tissues and can be done in a similar fashion, has been studied. The studies are there. The science is there for a lot less money.
What's fascinating to me as the non-skincare guy here is the number of options nowadays compared to even when we started hosting this show 12 years ago. So my question, just to close this out, is what kind of individual would be perfect for this type of injection as opposed to all the other things we've talked about over the years? Because I can't even keep track anymore. I mean,
it's the wild, wild west.
It's overwhelming. And I'll ask you, Charmaine, only because this is something you're doing. Who in your mind would be the ideal candidate for this? Obviously more expensive, so there's that element. But as opposed to maybe some of the more tried and true methods.
Well, for facial rejuvenation, I think that anybody that's looking for something more natural. With stem cells, you get nutrition, actual nutrition for your skin. And so it's reversing the aging process.
Are there clinical trials in terms of using stem cells for facial rejuvenation?
No, we're doing our own, you know. It's just the feedback that we're getting from our patients, you know. We always go by that.
I think stem cells are so very exciting. I will acknowledge, I would love to see more hardcore clinical data. And it's funny because we're doing this segment following the segment before, talking about some of the clinical trials with gene editing, and there's just so much happening right now. But I unequivocally believe that the potential for stem cells is so high. Clearly a new use for it. You look great.
Thank you.
And the only thing I would say to viewers out there is, if you're going to use any treatment like this that is new, and I'll even say experimental, just be very careful. Make sure you're going to someone who knows exactly what they're doing, because a lot of times with newer treatments, and you would even acknowledge, Charmaine, people promise the moon and the stars, and a treatment like this that's so expensive, you may not even know what they're injecting you with. You go to the wrong place, so just be very cautious, do your research. Thank you both so much for sharing.
Thank you for having us.
Really appreciate it.